here today. How's the rehab process going? When do you think he'll be ready to play?
Yeah, it's been going well. It's been hard sitting out. I just want to be out there competing with my girls, but I know it's a very long season and it's only been about 6 weeks, so I just gotta play it by ear and see how my knee feels, but hopefully quite soon.
Has everything since you had the surgery unfolded the way you thought it would?
Yeah, rehab's been going great, and I think I've been doing a lot of cardio outside of basketball that has helped a lot, and strength training, getting my muscles back to where they were, and finally getting back into basketball these past 2 weeks. So
I know on Media Day you were pretty excited to talk about how better you felt after the surgery. I mean, how much has that continued to be noticeable, and how much, when you do get back, do you feel like not having that lingering agitation or how extensive it was is going to continue to make a big difference?
Yeah, I think it was just kind of a build-up, and then how much pain I could tolerate, and before I got the surgery, it was definitely a lot to handle, so I'm very glad I got it done. It was definitely needed. But yeah, just working on, getting my muscles back to where they were and getting back up to speed and getting back on the floor is my main concern. And like I said, it's a very long season. There's a lot of games to be played, and I don't want to push it too early to be, for it not to be completely 100% in January, so.
Was this where you were hoping to be 6 weeks after?
Yeah, I mean, I kind of, just listening to the doctors, they said like around 6 to 8 weeks. I knew that I would probably try and push that because I'm stubborn and I want to be out there playing. But rehab's been going great, and I think just really trusting the process and really listening to myself and how my knee feels. I don't want to push anything too early.
Taylor, as you guys got a chance to kind of look back at the exhibition win, what takeaways did you guys have from obviously a game that you were supposed to win by that much, but what takeaways did you guys have?
I mean, most of all, we were just excited to finally get to play together and show people what we've been working on for so long. We've grown a lot since the second that everybody stepped on campus here in June, and so finally being able to execute that into a full game with fans, and I mean, it's interesting running out to Carver the first time, so for all these newbies to have that experience is really important. So overall, I would say we were just excited with how well we played and all that we were able to accomplish. I think everybody knows that early on it's still going to be about cleaning some stuff up, and so we're going to keep implementing new things and trying to play faster and bigger and stronger and better together.
We heard Fremont, Nebraska in the starting lineup for the first time ever. What was that like? Obviously, that was the first of many, I assume, is coming, but just to hear yourself in the starting lineup for the first time.
Yeah, that was really special for me, and my parents were at the game, and so I know that was pretty special for them too. And it was kind of a surreal moment where I was like, oh wait, yeah, I have to go sit down now. But no complaints, obviously, and it was so much fun, and just to have everybody having my back that night was really special too.
Sydney, in the exhibition match, you had a lot of new faces, obviously, from last year's team. One standout was Tegan Malagini, a new freshman. What can you see from her so far in practice in the exhibition?
Yeah, Tegan's been playing exceptionally well. I'm super proud of her, and I've been seeing that since the summer, and her talent is through the roof, and she's been playing a lot of the forward position, so I think that definitely perfectly fits her, and the ceiling's the limit for her. She has a lot to improve on, and just as she goes throughout the season, I think she'll get more comfortable and more confident within our offense, and we'll just keep seeing her out there shooting some threes.
What has she brought so far to the team from summer and then going to the season?
Yeah, I think she brings a lot of confidence to the table. She knows what her skill set is, and she's been very big on that. I see her in the gym all the time, and she's getting up shots left and right. So I think just really doing that, knowing what she does well, and then also listening to the upperclassmen and what she can do well to be successful.
Overall, looking at Northern Illinois film, kind of what stands out to you guys about them?
I think it'll be a good intro to non-conference. I mean, typically we play some more small ball type teams where they run a lot more 5-out, and it's a lot more screening action that we have to guard. So we've been working on guarding all those actions, which has been really good to build onto the foundations of our defense already. And that's just going to make us better once it comes time to, get into conference and postseason.
kind of a unique situation where Northern Illinois plays their season opener today. Do you guys have any plans to sit down and watch them at 11 o'clock when they play?
I mean, we'll be in practice.
Yeah, I was gonna say we are gonna be up there, so
yeah. We'll definitely watch some good film, but we can always watch that game afterwards,
Yeah.
which I think a lot of us do. So.
Lucy mentioned that even though it wasn't packed during the exhibition, it still felt like a lot of people. To her, hearing that perspective, does that, what's your guys' reaction to hearing that perspective, I guess?
I think first off that just, says so much about our culture and our fan base, because nobody else is getting anywhere near those numbers just for a regular season game or for a championship or anything like that. And we have that for our exhibition. Like, we're just so blessed for that. And to know that it's just going to keep growing as we keep progressing, and now that we're starting to really dive into season, I mean, that's just so exciting, and that makes everything so worth it in the end.
Did y'all tell Lucy, like, this is just the appetizer here? Like, it's going to get way...
Oh, yeah.
Just how much more explosive does Hannah look? Obviously she had a good year last year, but was dealing with stuff that kind of lingered throughout the year. It seemed on the exhibition that her off-season cleanup was apparent pretty clearly. Just how much have you seen another gear from her in the early going here?
Yeah, I think, like you said, obviously Hannah struggled a bit last year with her knee, but having that scope done was super important, and I think she's, just scratching the surface of her potential this year, and I'm so excited for her, and she's been playing so well in practice, and I'm excited for fans to see her show that out in the games.
I know being the authoritative voice from the sidelines is probably not something that you enjoy very much, but have had to in practice, just as you kind of change leadership here a little bit. How tough has that been, but also how have you managed to, keep that side of your importance to this team productive as you guys get ready to get going here?
Yeah, I think with such a new and young team, it's really important to have a veteran leader and, someone who's been through the offense for 3 years and kind of knows the ins and outs of Iowa women's basketball. So I've really definitely kept that and upheld myself to that standard, whether I was playing or not, and it's definitely been hard. I mean, I would much rather be leading on the court than on the sidelines, but I think everyone's picking up everything so well, and we're progressing great, so it hasn't been hard, and I think just having a leader that everyone can collectively be and come around to one voice is really important. I think we saw that in Kate a lot last year. Obviously, there was a lot of other leaders that helped, but I think Kate was that main voice, and that's super important for a team, and I think that can really make or break a team's chemistry for sure.
Taylor, obviously what's new has been a big topic on this team, but you two have seen 2 consecutive seasons play out all the way to the end, and there are several pieces that have seen that as well. Just where do you feel the experience that you guys have gained from the last 2 years will be most beneficial as you guys progress through this year?
I think it was really difficult this summer watching it. We were going piece by piece with everything, and that's super important because that's how we start building up the culture of our program. But for those of us who know what it's supposed to look like in the end, that can be a little difficult at times. As for this fall, as we've started to put all these pieces together, it's already gotten to be so much better and so much more fun. And we know that we're not going to be last year's team. We know we're not going to be the team from 2 years ago, and we're fine with that. And so we're kind of embracing that and taking on each taking on our own roles and seeing what we can do for this team. And in the end, it's still going to be Iowa women's basketball, so it's going to resemble some of those teams from the past in terms of like the joy that we play with and the way that we treat each other and the way we respect our coaches. But I mean, we're definitely going to just go out there and do what each of us can do to win and to help our team, help our teammates.
Coach Jensen mentioned the joy and the fun and how that's what makes it fun for the people that come and watch you guys. What do you think allowed you guys to carry on that special trait into this year's team?
I think that our coaches were such a big part in that, and our new hires have been phenomenal so far, and they come to practice with so much energy. And with the amount of youth that we have, they're just so fun and they're so eager to learn, and so that makes it a lot easier. And I mean, we like to win, and that's what we're gonna do, so that's always super fun. And just the style that we play is so up and down and gets everyone involved, and so there's no way to not be having fun out there.